Well, welcome everyone to Monday Night Raw as we kick off this show with the second contendership, or I guess you can say, to figure out who the second competitor will be for the tag team championships, or the Raw tag team championships at Money in the Bank.
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide star, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that.
Well, obviously there's certain things you can't teach, and I am hoping that Enzo will walk out with a victory, because usually what happens is Enzo is a pawn. He usually gets beaten up a lot just for Big Cass to be tagged in and win the match. I don't know if this is how this week, if this is how this week will go, but if it is, I wish Enzo Amore good luck. Let's get out to the competitors. They're going head to head with the Usos. Well, the Usos. Well, the Usos, they are ready. Let's get in to figure out who will compete against American Alpha for the tag team championships. The crowd is hyped, as you can get a quick glimpse here. Let's begin this match. I don't know if it's just their natural look at the moment, because they've been taking a turn for the worst ever since the brand split. But the Usos, they look mad. They look like they want these titles, but at the same time they just want to get the day over with. Now, counter from who I can only assume is Jey Uso.
This crowd is ready for anything that happens tonight. As the action continues,
there's no really a way to tell these two apart.
What can we expect here?
I mean, they're wearing the same clothes. I mean, exactly the same clothes. Only difference is the side of their head the face paint is on. And even that isn't that much different, because, let's be honest, who memorizes face paint in the WWE? Unless you're a major fan of Finn Balor, you shouldn't be noticing face paint. But here Enzo Amore, top rope, went for look like a standing cannonball there. Missed though. Big Cass, he's eager to get into this match, you can already tell. But will Enzo tag him in though? That's the question. Oh, he's going over the corner. And tag made to Big Cass.
He's simply reminding him that he's here.
Could this mark the end of the Usos as a major high flapjack?
This guy will try anything. He's really using his weight to his advantage.
Now Big Cass, he's saying, hey, if you won't learn to stay down, how about I make you try and... Big Cass is trying to break something in the Usos there. Counter now. Now they're just double teaming on Big Cass, trying to keep the big man down, keep him out of this opportunity at a championship. Enzo Amore and Big Cass, they haven't been treated like true superstars recently. They've been treated as quite the opposite. Because recently, they've been treated as more of like a generic tag team, which I don't agree with. I mean, Enzo Amore and Big Cass, they're possibly the greatest tag team we have on Monday Night Raw at the moment. I mean, SmackDown has D-Generation X and the Revival and all these other tag teams. There are some up-and-comers, though, like some that we have not seen debut yet, who may get their shot on Monday Night Raw instead of SmackDown Live, such as DIY and the Authors of Pain. We really don't know, though, if those superstars are going to come to Monday Night Raw or SmackDown Live, because at the moment, this seems to be all SmackDown Live as far as talent goes. Pinfall after a big boot. 1, 2, kick out. Now throwing him over his tag team partner and Enzo Amore going for the tag here. What are they going for here? Bada boom shakalaka. As he loads him up. 1, 2, no, and a kick out. Big Kaz had him ready though. He had him into the bulldog maneuver. Come on, Kaz, all you have to do is keep him out of the ring. Now we're possibly going to get to the moment of the match where Enzo Amore just lets himself get beaten up here. I thought that was it. I thought Enzo Amore and Big Kaz would go on to get their shot at the championship. But I was wrong, as Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso, whichever one, hits a super kick on Enzo Amore. Counter by Enzo. And a stunner off the ropes. Tag made to Big Kaz after that devastating rope stunner, sending Jey off the apron. To be honest, the main reason I'm hoping Enzo and Big Kaz win is not because I like them, but because I would hate to see my commentary at Money in the Bank whenever I'm trying to decide who's who in the Usos. Well, now it's Big Kaz countering Jey or Jimmy or whichever one it is. Back into the ring now. Into the pin for some odd reason. 1, kick out at 1. But Enzo Amore with a kick to the back. And then the knee. But now, throwing Big Kaz off. That takes a lot of strength. A lot of strength that I'm afraid the Usos just used all up. Throwing Big Kaz over his tag team partner here. Kaz is the same height as both these men. Whenever he's laying down, slamming him on the ground. Uso splash! That's it, the big man's out. Usos got a Money in the Bank. 1, 2, 3, and they've done it. The Usos are going to Money in the Bank for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Enzo did the same thing the Ascension did last week. He just sat in the apron. He didn't even think about helping his partner. Well, on the final Raw before Money in the Bank, the Usos earned their shot at the Raw Tag Team Championships. That super kick, if he would have went for the pin on Enzo, that would have been it right there, I'm telling you. These highlights were crazy. I mean, look at this. As Jimmy or Jey slowly approaches, the other twin goes top rope as a body slam connects to Big Kaz, which takes a lot of work. And then the Uso splash hit so hard that he had to bounce off Big Kaz. Enzo Amore thought his partner would kick out. 1, 2, 3. and the Usos, just like that, have a shot. Congratulations to this team. We will see you at Money in the Bank. Well, welcome everyone to the main event. Our main event will be, these two men have been confirmed to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match for Monday Night Raw. Dean Ambrose, of course, being the first man. But now the second man, though, he's been well known. Some people call him he is known as Drew McIntyre. That is right, everybody. Drew McIntyre is now not only on Monday Night Raw, but he is the third man in the Money in the Bank contest for Monday Night Raw.
Weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
Oh boy.
Well, as it stands now, it will be Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose versus Drew McIntyre versus Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens versus a mystery opponent as SmackDown Live will choose their third pick for the Money in the Bank match this week. Don't miss it. But let's get into the main event of tonight, as these two superstars will clash this Sunday, compete once more. As the referee rings the bell, Ambrose instantly runs in for the DDT, but he's countered by Drew McIntyre, who now grabs him into the hatchback suplex.
To get that blood flowing.
This is going to be a hell of a match, boys.
And one more thing, this Houston crowd, it's just like everything in Texas.
If you guys have not already bought your WWE Network subscription, do not forget, because in less than 6 days, you will receive Money in the Bank pay-per-view, which has the following matches already scheduled. The Usos versus American Alpha for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Chris Jericho versus Dolph Ziggler for the United States Championship. Cassius Ohno versus Eric Young for the Intercontinental Championship. D-Generation X versus the Revival. I'm sorry about that mess up. The Dudley Boys, not the Revival, the Dudley Boys for the Tag Team Championships on SmackDown side. And then for the main events, well, first off, let's go ahead and get some singles matches out of the way here. We will see Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor in a heated match. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the World Heavyweight Championship. And a triple threat match for the Universal Championship. Jeff Hardy versus Seth Rollins versus John Cena, the main event of Money in the Bank. Also, though, don't forget you have the ladder match still. Oh, Drew McIntyre, he's got him. He's got Dean Ambrose. DDT! Reminiscent of the dirty deeds from Dean Ambrose, but somewhat different. Into the pin. 1, 2, kick out at 1. You know, the referee said that was a 2. His hand hadn't touched the mat yet for it to be a 2.
I won't argue that. But when you see Ambrose
Ambrose just needs to take a nap. I mean, Ambrose is out.
All sorts of violence. There's no doubt that there's definitely a method to his madness.
I mean, my fellow commentators are talking about how crazy Dean Ambrose is, but what they're forgetting, it seems, is that he almost lost this match in the first, like, 3 minutes of it to Drew McIntyre. I mean, what kind of main event would it be if Dean Ambrose fails at proving why he is the lunatic fringe? Oh, now, roll up from Drew McIntyre. 1, 2, no, and a kick out from Ambrose. Oh, and Ambrose, he rolls him up. 1. Oh, no, and a counter from McIntyre, who rolls Ambrose up. 1. Kick out. That was a bunch of roll-ups done in perfect synchronization.
A swift kick. And Dean Ambrose manages to reverse out of that.
Now Ambrose into the running bulldog. Now grabbing a submission hold here. I'm going to make Drew McIntyre tap out. Counter for McIntyre, who then punches the head of Ambrose. Now he's got him here. What is he going for? Oh, he's got him in the ropes. And he plants him, throwing him back into the ring. Counter from Dean Ambrose, who rolls over. He went for the DDT again, but once again a counter. Now Drew McIntyre into the knee breaker there. I'm gonna say knee breaker. And now he's grabbing him, possibly making Dean Ambrose tap. Will Ambrose tap in the main event of the last Monday Night Raw before Money in the Bank? And he does. Drew McIntyre. Wow, in his debut match, he's not only added to the Money in the Bank match, but he defeats Dean Ambrose, man who has been deemed unbeatable by some of the people in the back. That had to have been it. Did you see how Ambrose's head hit the mat? That was it. But watch this. 1, 2. His hand didn't even touch the mat yet. Ambrose kicked out at 1. But in the end, I think this done the damage right here. This had to have done the damage. And then he made Ambrose tap, delivering the final blow.
Huge victory here in one-on-one action.
He done it on the final Monday Night Raw before Money in the Bank. Congratulations goes to Drew McIntyre. We aim to see you at Money in the Bank. See you guys in the next one. Have a great one.